Hey, what's up guys, it's Nicky from StealthShampoo.
And I'm Chachi McSwack.
And welcome to the Keep On Stunning in the New World Manhunt Tournament sponsored by Elgato Gaming. We're starting off with VAA. We got Giaquinto 718, Innate, Chernzobog, and JTS 812.
They'll be taking on TFR, Ninja Turtle HD, Zuka Prevails, Ace380, and SadisticMonkeyz. VAA, it looks like, is going to be on defense, and TFR will be assaulting them, so let's get into the action. Tell us a bit about which map and abilities we're going to be seeing here, Stealth.
Well, looks like we're rolling on Boston North End, and starting off, they're just going to chill out in their blend group for a little bit, get an extra 50 points. Those 50 points are pretty helpful if the enemy team takes forever to get over to their side of the map, but it looks like the independents, who are their pursuers, are going to be appearing in just a moment. We're looking at JTS's perspective today, and he's going to be running firecrackers, smokes, and throwing knives. For his perks, he's going to be running Blender and Resilience, not too common of a set, but smoke bombs being a staple of Manhunt. He's been running those. Speaking of smoke bombs, Gia's going to pop the first one of the game. It looks like there's going to be an offensive smoke bomb from the enemy team, and JTS isn't going to be able to do anything about that.
That was a pretty smoke-heavy play there. Not surprising. Anytime you're playing a competitive Manhunt game in AC3, you can generally expect all the civilians to contract lung cancer by the end of the game. JT's, his perk combo right there, Blender and Resilience, is a fairly unusual one in Manhunt. It's unorthodox. It works. Both of them are definitely Manhunt defense abilities, but it's common to be seeing overall cooldowns on defense, and perhaps even kill buffer if you're being really aggressive, but in a competitive game, you generally don't want to go for kill buffer. Blender, however, turning one civilian into a clone of himself in each blend group is going to work well with his firecrackers to blind the enemy. And now we've got the independents coming in from across the map. Tell us a little bit about what's going to happen here, Stealth.
Well, looks like GATS has 3 of his abilities ready. A few smoke bombs were thrown earlier, so I'm not sure if the enemies are going to have some offensive smoke bombs ready. Looks like Urinate's going to go down. JTS is going to get a nice stun in the middle of their kill animation, pop a smoke bomb, catch another pursuer, and it looks like there's someone in disguise over there, not being too stealthy. Not too sure how he landed his naked stun there, whoever that was. Probably wasn't mashing square, and it looks like there was a failed drop stun right there, or reverse drop stun, I should say. Drop stuns have changed in AC3, Chachi. Can you say anything about that, being the drop stun master of the universe?
Of course. Well, first of all, there is a new drop stun. It's called the reverse drop stun, but it doesn't work in team modes, and it only works from a much high... Oh my goodness. Urinate just... Oh.
I think he just combusted right there. That didn't look too healthy.
Anyway, as I was saying, drop stuns are different. Reverse drop stuns only work in free-for-all modes, and they have to be a lot higher than JT was on those sandbags, and it involves rolling and then stunning your pursuer. But we're gonna get into some gameplay commentary here. It looks like we've got a fight coming up. We've got that independent running in. Firecrackers just went off, as you heard. It's a pretty aggressive play by Nate there. He almost gets the stun, though. Props for at least coming close. It was pretty dangerous. Chernz is down. JT is going to be by himself against an army of hostile Native American women, but his well-timed firecrackers are going to make them kill a few civilians. So that was a pretty good use of that ability, and shows you a bit about why they use it on defense. What do you think about that exchange, Stealth?
Well, he got quite a few points out of that, and he was only killed for 150. So it looks like he's coming out on top from that exchange. His team is behind about 200-ish points. They're going to need to make that up, but that's not too much of a deficit. Looks like they're going back to the same spot on the map that they were when JTS respawned in a second time. This is a no aerial zone, and since it's in the corner of the map, you have a nice view of all incoming and outgoing traffic, so he can see that independent who just clearly came in through a chase breaker. I'm pretty sure he's trying to watch out for her, trying to stay away. Gia pops his smoke and unfortunately goes down. Looks like his teammates are going to engage in some combat. Nice wipe right there to help pick out that Lady Maverick who was in disguise, and it looks like he's going to get aerial killed right here. After rearranging SadisticMonkeyz' face, looks like JTS is going down by the hands of Ace, who landed a greater variety, total of 600 points, and an aerial kill to avoid abilities. And it looks like JTS is going to have to respawn with his team.
Well, you always want to go for aerials. In a no aerial zone, the objective is to get aerials anytime you can. And that's the reason why no aerial zones are the heaviest wall spots of Manhunt defense. It's because you've got a lot of abilities to dodge around. And the easiest way to do it is to just come flying in like Superman to get your kills, because otherwise you may find yourself lying on the ground contemplating your mistakes. This here is another no aerial zone, and it looks like we've got a little bit of chaos here happening at the end. Punches, headbutts happening everywhere. JT's gonna get one and then suffer the honorable death, but VAA is in a 300-point lead, 360 to be exact, which is very good.
That's right, both teams are looking really solid.
AC3 Manhunt is weighted towards the offensive round, so it's generally pretty good if you come out of defense ahead. Here we've got JT. He's going to start off running shield, wipe, and knives. Shield works great with knives. It lets you generally bait out an enemy's smoke bomb if they don't notice in time. And that's great. It weakens their future encounters with your team for quite a while if their smokes are down. That's generally the purpose behind offensive shield, is less to be safe as to waste their abilities in the first place. Here we've got a common zone for defense, but a bit more of a risky one because there are aerial zones all over the place. And that's going to be a knife and the shield, and it worked perfectly. That is exactly why you take shield and knives. They've picked up several points. We have Zuka up there. Going to drop and roll into... There's a tripwire bomb on the ground in front of that door. They're not going to follow you in there, sir. Up to the rooftops, we've got Ace. And there's a wipe, probably to block abilities, because obviously they knew who he was. And excellent marksman Urinate is going to pick up that kill. You're not getting away, sir. Sorry.
And Boston North End, or the Boston series of maps, are a little roofier than every other map in AC3, so we're generally going to see more aggressive gameplay by both teams. So wipe isn't going to be used as much to reveal targets as it is to block abilities, block smoke bombs.
That's a civilian.
And it looks like, yep, he's going to be picking, and he's going for the focus incognito on a random civilian. Yep. Looks like he didn't quite get that one. His face is going to be applied to the wall. Luckily, he had some teammates nearby to clean up the kill if he didn't get it. He would have landed a huge handful of points right there if he managed to land a focus incognito. Not to mention, it would have counted a lot towards his variety. Unfortunately, he didn't manage to get it. Everyone, though, once in a while does pick a wrong person. Even I do sometimes. So we really shouldn't be on him too much for that. But it looks like VAA is ahead. Few thousand points. They have a comfortable lead, but there's still enough time for a comeback by the other team. Looks like there's a little bit of combat going on in the area, and the last independent has been killed. Two of his teammates are down. I'm sure Chernz will take care of that as he moves on to the next area, going after Ace. Looks like he's just chilling out over in the distance by himself. Pretty easy to identify who that is, so he's not going to be needing to use his wipe.
We've got, and there goes Zuka going for the corner stun. That's a bit of a risky play at this level of Manhunt. They're pretty aware of themselves. There's a JT, could have taken an acro there, but I guess he deemed it would be safer just to take the easy kill. And
shots fired.
Gunshot not in time to save Urinate, on the ground contemplating his mistakes. Anyway, I want to touch real quickly on that civilian kill. You can't really blame anyone for picking the wrong civilian. There was no easy line of sight to identify that one, only the blend animations. The civilian or the character in the center was the one mistimed, so that was the correct character. And it's tough to identify people through blend animations in the fast-paced, more high-pressure and intense environment of a tournament game, so can't blame JT for that one. It is a shame he didn't collect so many points, but it doesn't really matter at this point. VAA is up by 6,000 points, and there's only a minute and 25 left for TFR to pick that up. It's starting to go out of reach at this point. SadisticMonkeyz is down. A lot of stuns just occurred over there, but that's going to be a kill. He's just going to wait right here and collect this kill. Ah, Gia got it. She got an honorable death on Gia. Anyway.
Looks like no ground finishes for him. We got a minute-ish left in the game, and they're going in for another attack as the independents respawn. They're going to make a few more pushes at least to see if they can get a few more points on the board. If the other team can come back from this, then that'll be pretty amazing because they are down a huge handful of points. I'm not too sure if they'll be able to make it, but you should never count a team out. Anyway, moving in, he finally gets that ground finish he wanted earlier. Looks like he already had one for variety though. Extra 50 points, whatever. Kicking people in the face is fun anyway. And it looks like he has 3 independents in the same area. Looks like around this little carriage that's parked illegally in the middle of nowhere. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to park your carriages in the street, although I didn't live in revolutionary America.
Gotta be against Boston law.
Anyway, looks like there are 13 seconds-ish left in the game. Let's see if he can pull off at least one more kill. Looks like they got someone running around the rooftops. That would have been an effective gun kill if he had it, but he decided to pack throwing knives instead, which I personally like. I like throwing knives much better than the gun on both offensive and defensive sides. Looks like VAA takes first place in this match. JTS did pretty well. Let's see the final score.
So this is going to be a good pickup for VAA. They're going to start this bracket off, start their match against TFR. It's a best of 3, and they're going to start off with a 1-0 lead. A very convincing 8,000 point win. We'll see if TFR is able to make that up in Game 2. Chernz carrying the team in this instance, 8,000 points. Far ahead of her teammates. Good gameplay there. And
so JTS is finishing with 5,130 points, which is a solid amount considering this was a competitive game.
Beat 3 of the members on TFR, so as long as you don't have to worry about your own personal score in a team mode, if it's better than the other team, you're probably good. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay. I have been Chachi McSwack.
And I've been Nicky from StealthShampoo. Our channels are down in the description, and for more AC3 badassery, tune in a few minutes for the next match.